my gosh. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to Top Cut of Cross Slasher in beautiful Whitewater, Wisconsin. Gorgeous Saturday.
Have you ever been to Whitewater?
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
I've commentated Whitewater tournaments before. Can I
Okay.
say? Love what they're doing with the place. Great org, great group of people running stuff here. Really excited to see Cross Slasher today. You've been following the bracket probably a bit more early than I have. How do you feel about how stuff's going today?
It's been an interesting bracket today. Like, there's been a lot of upsets, especially like on winner side as well, as we saw Gamma making that run
Oh my
through
gosh.
winner side, beating Kaysen, beating Akana, make it to winner. So we'll have toughest test yet against Candle next. So
Who knows? I mean, maybe he's on one today. You never
he
know.
has been on one for sure. It's Green Day. It's the Green Day sweatshirt.
It is.
Yeah. But as far as what we're getting next, we actually are getting a Chicago set here.
I know.
Monem upsetting Starman to get here.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah, so we're getting a Tata Mona. He's saying something to the camera, but so gonna be getting the Ness versus Sephiroth, which obviously don't see that one very much, but if you see it anywhere, it's gonna be Chicago.
Yeah, no, that sounds like the Chicago Classic. Prior to Monem, obviously Ned, best Sephiroth in the country.
When he decides he wants to play Sephiroth.
Exactly. Sephiroth, despite being, he has all the tools, I think he really lacks like a good bracket.
And what it is like having to deal with that wing factor of either having those free jumps, and also just being such a light character, you're more vulnerable, and having a very exploitable.
Exactly.
So, and not having a super strong advantage state, I would say too, makes it
hard
hard.
to hit characters like Sephiroth. And that, like if you go under fastball forward air, Sephiroth can't really.
And that's a smaller character that can play around those hitboxes as well. And you think that Sephiroth would be able to exploit Ness really well off stage, but no one recovers better than ATATA.
Exactly.
So he's really got like recovering low under the stage at an angle that you can't really disrupt the PK Thunder. So, but that is going to be a win condition for sure for Monem when that ring is out.
Exactly. Getting started now. Here we go. Game one. Guess to get the parry off red. ATATA.
You gotta have those on deck if you're playing a stubbier character like that. So.
Exactly.
And it's obvious, but it's very much a how does Ness get in? That is going to be the match.
Yeah, if you Sephiroth in the matchup, you want to use your big disjoint and keep the magic pulling away. But so far proving to be difficult, following that tech with fire there, trying to get something. Oh no, turning it back around. Here's that moment we're talking about. A little early on the back down air, but oh, that parry.
They gained a parry on the beefy up B there too. Didn't get anything out of it, but seeing he's already prepared for those. What?
Huh?
That up air killed?
That wasn't even.
He was sub 100.
Yeah,
he had to have been
DI.
DI.
That was the final hit. Also, that was
Looney Tunes DI.
Yeah.
So now, would have been a pretty early goal here.
And we see ATATA do this a lot in Ness's when you play it at ledge, trying to punish Ness, just using that PK flash to push them away, let you recover, is going to start baiting Mona either play less aggressively when ATATA's recovering, which what ATATA wants, or play more aggressively come off stage, in which case ATATA can hit you with a multi-hit with anything, and just, you're dead.
It's such a good juggle too by ATATA. Making Monem waste all of his defensive options there. He made him waste the jump, made him waste the air dodge. He had nothing left to do there even with that wing. So taking a character that when he does have a better recovery with that wing in hand and still making him waste all of his options. Now he's up 3 stocks to 1 here in this game 1.
Looking really get back in. Gets a stock though. The dash back air will be what it takes.
I've been seeing Monem play a lot more with his back to ATATA in this set. Been going for a lot of landing nair and a lot of back air. Not so much poking with that forward air to push him away.
Yeah, I think that's a bit how you have to play in this matchup though. That nair being so, like, that's your real consistent option at hitting Ness comfortably. Forward airs are hard. Back airs, having that hit, able to contest. ATATA just running away from it, not letting Monem get any of these hits. Blocks the recovery with the forward air, drags him back up there, and that's it.
Yeah, and ATATA killed him twice there, essentially. Because if he hadn't gone for the PK Thunder to bring him back to him for the up air, he could have just let him die there.
The tail
like, he was dead.
You couldn't come back. His jumps were gone. The up B doesn't go that far.
Yeah, and it felt like Monem just wasn't being conscious enough of the resources he had. It felt like he was, especially wasting his jumps very quickly whenever he was in disadvantage.
And ATATA was doing such a good job at recognizing that and hitting him, taking those jumps right away.
It felt like ATATA was being the more aggressive one on the edge guard situations. You think it'd be the other way around, just looking purely at this matchup, but ATATA doing a really good job of pushing those edge guard situations, applying pressure and making him waste resources. So now, seeing that transition over to Callus probably just to give himself more space.
Exactly. Yeah, less chances for ATATA to challenge him off stage.
Which it does make it more difficult for ATATA to approach. Now that it's much more linear, there aren't platforms he can mix up on with PK, side magnet cancels. Now it's a lot more straight up of a neutral situation where that sword will probably be more of a factor for Monem as it was in game 1. But again, we are seeing him stuck off stage here.
Yeah, this Thunder is just so oppressive. I'd like to see Monem start throwing out a hitbox at Thunder, like air, but I mean, with that, all of Sephiroth's air is so slow, you don't really have a good option to hit without leaving yourself wide open. Seeing Monem struggle with that, like, dilemma.
And finally seeing a retreating fair there. That's something that I feel like has been missing a lot in this set so far from Monem. A lot of his gameplay has been jumping in on ATATA with nairs, with back airs. You have the bigger hitboxes, so even if you are behind, trying to bait ATATA in with those smaller hitboxes, playing around with your better movement there. But ATATA doing a really good job of recognizing where Monem wanted to go there and taking that stock with the up air.
Yeah, Monem having such great movement, those fastballs into double jumps and but ATATA was like, hey, he already saw that entire situation play out. He knew Monem was going to do that exact movement string, and he just waited and let it happen and killed. Precise.
Yeah, getting the weak hit of the down air there. So
that
this.
Hit.
Oh,
Oh
wow! And he made it back. That was a great edge guard from Monem.
Yeah, keeping him in it. That's another thing that'll help Monem. This edge guard is that down. If ATATA touches that with strong PK Thunder, that's so much damage.
And he could have teched it too.
He doesn't even get the chance.
Actually, he did have the chance.
I mean,
yeah, you saw him boink off the side of the stage there. But Monem, I don't think he thought he was going to be stuck off stage there. I thought probably didn't think he was going to even have a chance to tech it. It's at a point
again,
now.
Getting caught.
But here we go, trying to get
reversal.
He needs this edge guard badly right now. Just gets the hitbox from Scintilla, but sends him back off stage with the up B. ATATA in a tough spot off stage here.
Air dodge, a little early. The weak hit once again. Impatience on the yo-yo, but air against Thunder.
You are in trouble. Okay, swats him away there.
PK Thunder really just is faster, Nikita. It's horrifying.
It's more frustrating to deal with, too. Like,
Literally.
yes, Nikita kills more reliably, but
PK Thunder is more mobile. I swear to God. Like, it moves around quicker. Get from place.
It's also easier to reset and use again, especially in juggle situations.
It's so powerful. ATATA is so good at...
Here we go. Oh, barely getting around that PK Fire Ledge Trap, and then challenging and dying for it.
All it takes. ATATA up 2-0. Not showing any signs of...
Looking really comfortable in this matchup. It was, as we talked about, played this matchup a lot with Ned when he was still on the Sephiroth. We actually saw eventually it was getting to the point where Ned wasn't even going Sephiroth this matchup.
Yeah.
I think about Cream City last year where he went Cloud into ATATA, and that was going well. But so I think that speaks volumes about how good ATATA is in this matchup.
Exactly.
So running it back to Kalos this game. I do, like I said, I think we need to see more of those retreating aerials and just forcing ATATA interact and come to you, because he just keeps getting stuck in these up-close scramble situations that Sephiroth is not good in.
Actually, how to use air dodge. I haven't seen it yet. Such a big factor. The help as Monem starts to use down B on the wall of this stage while how to mix it.
Sephiroth only gets 3 jumps when he has wing.
Yeah.
Ness has it all the time with that third air dodge.
God, it really is just another jump.
Look!
Like, yeah.
Not all air dodges are created equal. Just like all
Drink to
comeback
that.
mechanics aren't created equal. Sephiroth's needing a calculator to figure out when he gets it and what situation at what percent, depending on the stock. I imagine that's got to be really challenging as a Sephiroth player too, not knowing quite when you're gonna have it.
Yeah, you can only really have like a rough estimate of the percentage.
It's not like there's an Arsene mute or something like that to see.
So vague.
But this game going a lot better until he goes for that up B on stage, immediately gets grabbed, thrown off, and now ATATA
reacts to it every day of the week.
It also just doesn't apply like serious shield pressure. Like, it's not safe on shield, so it's more of a timing mix-up if anything. Finding that back air, the counter pick
Still
working
not
against him
enough
there. Now ATATA not really having to worry about the positioning here. Just taking his time getting in, has the lead. Here we go.
Sephiroth still gets the magnet. That nair would have been so brutal.
He's just,
And just all of a sudden, ATATA has complete control once more.
it does have wing out though. Hopefully can make the most of it here with that extra jump, but being in the air against ATATA and Ness especially is just so scary. With those big hitboxes at this percent, it's gonna put you in a terrible spot off stage if you get hit.
Oh, and just out the.
That's, you can already see Monem taking that extra minute there on the platform. It's just, what do you do with the situation? Like, you got the untactable back air there, that's great, but it's, you're in such a hole. And it feels like he really has not had any meaningful momentum outside of that early Scintilla edge guard in that second game.
And that worked for you, what, once? Now ATATA knows you're going for it, and it's never gonna hit again.
And he was like getting those opportunities in game 2 more, but he was just kept missing the timing after that.
Yeah.
And ATATA, like we talked about, just fantastic at recovering with this character that has such an exploitable recovery. So, oh my god, he just ran into it! Okay, gets the Scintilla edge guard there though. All of a sudden now, Monem in a good spot.
Last stock situation. Monem doing better this game than in any of the others so far. But again, off stage, this could be it. Every time Monem has to recover, could be the end.
That up air going to, jeez,
Wow,
Sephiroth is so light.
On Kalos is crazy.
It just shows how ridiculously light Sephiroth is that killed at platform level with no rage. You think about if Sephiroth was even mid-weight, how much better he would be.
I know.
Like,
glass cannon.
the glassest of cannons, not quite Mewtwo, but pretty close. Like, as the game goes on, as the meta progresses,